G'day guys, how you going? We are live. Welcome to the Thunder from Down Under podcast, a special edition. I've got with me the Wizard of Oz, Warren C from Australia, and I've got from the Philippines, I've got CECE Tan, who's coming on to tell us about a special cause that she's been championing for years, and now she's got Warren C involved. So what I'll do is, up the top, we've got CECE Tan, so I'll introduce her first. CECE, thanks for coming on to the podcast. And I'd like you just to explain this really special thing that you've been doing for many years now. And now that you've got Warren C involved as well, and you guys are on a bit of a mission. So take the floor and just explain what you've actually been doing.
Well, thank you so much for actually having us today. It was more of a privilege to us, definitely. So again, my name is CECE Tan, and I do have a virtual assistant company here in the Philippines that's been helping real estate investors as well in the US. So right now, we just don't, of course, want to help people instead of, with marketing, but also we want to be able to help make a difference, of course, to my fellow Filipinos. So, it's been something that I've been doing for the past 3 years now, and definitely would want more people to get involved. And that's why Warren here is a very good instrument to influence me to make it public and to definitely inspire other people to do so. So yeah.
Okay, Warren, do you want to explain basically what CECE's been doing and how you got involved? Now, for the audience that's watching, they're probably saying, well, what is it? So you give us a bit of an overview of you saw what CECE was doing, you thought it's pretty amazing, and you thought you wanted to get involved. So do you want to give us a bit of an overview?
Yeah, well, like CECE said, thanks for having us and putting this together. But yeah, as you know, I've been in the real estate space for about 3 years in the US. I virtually wholesale in the US. What I wanted to do personally was give back, and it was to give back to the Filipinos, because that's where we get our staff from, our virtual assistants, and and we do that because it's a lot cheaper to hire them from the Philippines than what it is in the US or a lot of other countries. So for me, I wanted to give back in some way, and I know CECE has been doing this for a number of years. And she sort of did it just off her own back and just wanted to go and help out, like a lot of us do. We all want to give. We all give. We don't normally talk about it for various reasons. It's just something we want to do. But this year, I thought about it, and I reached out to CECE, and I remember seeing her a message. You're doing the Christmas gifts this year, and I said, let's make this bigger than what it is, and using our network of people that might want to participate and help in some way, whether it's financial, whether it's giving something, whether it's wrapping gifts, or whether it's providing food, or whatever it might be. So, so for me, it was linking up with the right person, and obviously I've known CECE for a number of years and seen what she's done, and it was working with someone on the ground there, that knowing what got contributed, financially, it got to the end person without anyone taking any income from it, sort of thing. So so that was the reason behind it. I just feel we want to give back in some way as people, as humans. So yeah,
it's a great cause. And CECE, you've been doing this for years. You've been handing out presents for people that can't get presents and haven't got the money, and you've been instrumental in this. You've driven this. Have you had much help off other people? Have you got a little bit of a network that helps you do this, or would you do it pretty much by yourself?
Initially, I was actually doing it just by myself, and then as time goes by, a lot of people has been inspired and has been also contributing. And I think last year Warren was able to get a chance to also contribute with the most recent outreach that we actually did, which is to make 500 kids smile here in Manila. Actually, this is more inspired also by how with my situation when I was also a kid. I mean, I was one of those unprivileged kid as well who used to live just beside the river. We don't have proper I would say proper house for ourselves. So just being able to do that and seeing how these kids are able to smile by you just contributing $5-10, or you just spending a little money, just it's just really, really good. I mean, you would always ask yourself, like, what else can you do before you leave this earth? And I think that's one of the that's really one of it.
Yeah, and it makes it a special time for kids that haven't generally got presents before they get a present on Christmas, and it really lifts their spirits. Like you said, they're doing it tough, so it just really, it's something that they dream about, I guess, and probably in our country, Australia, the States, a lot of Western countries, we take it for granted, and it's really a great thing. So, firstly, how do people reach out to you, and if they want to just donate, because it's not a lot of money, like you said, $5, $10 or something like that, is not a huge amount of money, and that will get a kid a present. So
only presents, it's food as well. So
food as well. Yeah,
CECE was talking earlier about a toy or a gift, but also some food as well. So together for about $5 a child. So
yeah. So I'll get you guys to firstly just drop how to reach out, whether it's to CECE or to Warren C. Just give us some contact points so people can actually connect up with you first, because I'm sure that there'll be people in the real estate space that'll see this, and they're very generous people and good-hearted people anyway. So I'm sure that they'll then reach out to you guys and be able to find out about it, to see if there's anything they can do. I'll get one or both of you to just yell out some contact
CECE
points.
is probably the best contact. Anyone in my network can reach out to me, and I'll point them to the direction of CECE. If that's okay, CECE, and we'll work out provide the payment options there.
The plan is to actually have a GoFundMe and definitely an actual website where people can go. Right now, the website is ongoing, and then there's also going to be a Facebook group that we want people in, so that we would, they would see, where everything is going, what's been going on in the background. Yeah, so yeah, they can actually visit the website, although like I said, it's ongoing. It's 5millionsmiles.com, or they can email me at cc@jtvirtualassistants.com, or they can also reach out directly to Warren Clark for his network.
And anyone that's in my network as well can reach out to me, and I can pass them along. So that sort of gives 3 contact points. You've chucked it up in the chat. It's www.5millionsmiles.com.
Yeah.
Or CECE, which is CECE at jtvirtualassistants.com. So there's some contact points to hit CECE up. So this is something also, CECE, that you want to continue and grow over the years, isn't it? It's not just for this year. You've been doing it for X amount of years. You want to develop this so that it can reach more and more kids that are underprivileged, to be able to get some food and some Christmas presents, to make it a really good time of year. So that's awesome. And Warren C., I think you mentioned it to me last year. You were really touched by what CECE does. She works hard, and then she organises. She started by herself, and then she's sort of got a group of friends that are helping her now. When did you first find out about it, Warren C.?
Well, I've seen obviously what she's been doing. Last year was the first one I contributed, and I remember, thinking about actually more recent. I sent her a message, and I was asking her, how much it costs, to provide, and she helped 500 people last year, and I'm like, well, let's do 1,000. Let's try and make it bigger. But then bringing other people on board, because what happens is people want to contribute. It doesn't have to be financial. Like CECE posted on her Facebook, and people reaching out, how can they help? Can they wrap presents? Can they cook food? Can they do something? How can they help? And I think ultimately, like CECE said, there'll be a Facebook group. People that have contributed or want to be part of it will join the group, and we want it to grow beyond us. People in their own little village can do something there, or whatever it might be. We want this thing to grow. But yeah, I was very, obviously, we're all, without talking about what we do with our money and our charities and over the years, but we're obviously very cautious on where we put our money. But knowing CECE quite well and knowing what she does, you know, I wanted to reach out to her and just sort of say, look, you know, let's try and grow this. And you know, some of the businesses that we're in, predominantly real estate, you know, we're making some good money, you know, doing deals in the US. Let's give a little bit back to the Filipino people. That's how I felt anyway.
Yeah, and there's that link, like you said, there's that link, like CECE, you know, with her business, she knows people that we know. There's, you know, there's that link, and a lot of people, I know other people that use Filipino BAs that love them and form really good relationships. So there's that connection there already. And, you know, like I say, I know people in our networks are very kind-hearted people, and, you know, as soon as they see this initiative, they'll probably want to reach out and say, look, how can I help in some way? So, no, that's great. Thanks, guys, for coming on, because it's just awareness. It's just, if we can get a little bit of awareness out there, and, you know, Warren and I, we can talk. We grew up with Christmas and we had that many presents. We didn't, you know, it took us half an hour to unwrap them all, even though we were trying to do it in 5 minutes. So we take it for granted, and I'm sure people in the States do as well. Whereas something like, and I'm sure most people will understand that feeling of when a kid gets a Christmas present. So if it's something you've never got before, plus you get some food because you're hungry as well, I mean, it's an amazing thing. So just ask people when they actually see this, if they can reach out to myself. I'll put it on my Facebook page, and if you're in Facebook group and that, Warren will do the same. And CECE's already out there working hard as a champion and a trooper, making this happen. So she just wants to see more kids with more smiles on their face. So it's 5millionsmiles.com. So guys, anything you can do to help, reach out to us, guys, and we'll set you up with CECE. And once again, as it grows with the Facebook group and everything, there'll be photos. You'll be able to see what an impact you've had with, like Warren said, $5, $10. It's not a lot of money. You know, it's a coffee at Starbucks, and you're actually really making a big impact in somebody's life. So I think it's an awesome cause, and I'll just before we go, I'll just get CECE if she wanted to say anything else. If there's anything else you wanted to say before we go.
And definitely, again, I appreciate you doing this because, like I said, the main vision is to also spread the word, because I know for sure that there are people there that wanted to help, but just they don't have the avenue to do so. So I think we want to be that avenue, because again, it doesn't have to be sometimes financially. So if you're also in the Philippines and you're watching this, you can actually help in some way, and like packing the gifts or even just cooking food for, you know, for everybody. Like I said, it's just really paying forward to the community, and also like making that huge difference. And when I say I did even research about making a difference, it's like really doing something important to be able to like help people or make this world a better place. I mean, a gift could be so simple, but for others it could be really huge. I remember when I first hand out a gift to someone, you know, that kid even cried because that was the very first gift that he received, and I'm like, you know, I thought it was really small, but it was actually big for someone, you know.
Yeah, that's awesome.
These kids too, Tom, man. These kids are homeless kids. You know, they're kids that have never had a present.
Yeah,
Or, you know, don't have a meal very often. You know, we give them some food and give them a gift, and like CECE said, you know, she was on the ground there and saw the impact on you know, giving it to all these children. So it was one of those things. I know CECE's frustrations is like, how many more people can help? It was like, okay, let's get it out there and see how many more we can help. So
yeah. Well, in our country, CECE, we call you a bloody champion. You're a champion. Well done for all your hard work to get it to this point. I mean, you started by yourself, and obviously other people around you saw the impact. They're helping you now. And then obviously Warren's seen it, and we'll do our best to get it out to some more people within our networks, and just try each you know, $5 is a smile on a kid's face, and a little meal and a present. So we'll ask people to help out, especially with that Christmas spirit. It's been a tough couple of years with COVID and everything, so the more people that we can help out here, the better. So you're a champion, and well done for just having that compassion for human beings. It's a beautiful thing. So thanks, CC.
Thank you so much. I think I'm already beyond blessed. So to be able to bless other people is just really one of the things that I really want to do. And I want to just take a time, Salman, to also share some of the photos that we've been
Yes, definitely.
in the past. Maybe like, so these are some of the photos that in our previous outreach. As you can see, like I said, it's just one small gift for each kid, and you see those smiles. It's
Oh, beautiful.
yeah,
Yeah,
it's really beautiful. And like I said, it's not just spreading these these gifts, but also like helping those community that belong into the unprivileged one, just giving them like Christmas basket or Christmas gifts, just to have some food on their table during Christmas. So these are some of the outreach that we did. Actually, there's a lot. We also have been helping when there's typhoons. So like we provide I would say relief goods for those that were affected by typhoon. So like these are all my family members. Actually, that's my mom over there who's been enjoying it for the past 3 years already. I mean, it's part of the tradition already that we've been doing this for a lot of people, not just
yeah.
kids, but also to families. So
Families, yeah. No,
yeah,
that's good. And just like you said, the whole family's involved, friends are involved. It just spreads that goodwill and spirit, and that's what Christmas is all about. So, yeah, look at that. That's a fantastic photo. So, no, it's really good. I'm glad you actually had those photos. I was going to ask you if you had any photos. So that's awesome, because that makes it visual and real. Yeah. So, anything else, Warren? So you wanted to add to what CC was just talking about, or?
That's about it. I think it's been covered. Let's try and reach our goal, as a group or as a community of people. 1,000. Our goal is, and we've just CC and I spoke about this. It's been less than a week. What we're looking to do, CC, was it December 1st to December 7th, wasn't it? So
yeah.
within a week is when we're looking to launch it. December 1st, run it for 7 days, it's December 7th. And then after that would be then to purchase the goods and then package, as you saw, her mother and family members that they're put into bags and stuff like that. And if we're getting food, whatever the food, preparing all the food and cooking and stuff like that. So December 1st, December 7th, and maybe that might be moving forward, that might be the week for the Christmas every year. But this is our first one for 5 million smiles. We really want to try and get that 1,000 smiles, 1,000 kids to start off with in this short time, and I think we should be able to achieve that.
Yeah, that's awesome. I'm just going to copy that so I can whack it on the video. All right, guys. Well, I really appreciate it. I mean, it's just really good. I know, like I just mentioned it before about COVID. Everyone's coming out of COVID, and everyone's trying to push forward. This is something that can lift your spirits up. This is something that can just make you feel good about giving and sharing. And I just implore anyone that wants to get involved, whether it be in the Philippines, like CC said, to help prepare stuff. You'll be overwhelmed. You'll be caught up in it. And same with people from the States and Australia, that from Warren and I's contacts, get involved and just get that good feeling back again. We lost a little bit of that through COVID. We got shut down and we weren't really connected. This is a great way to get it happening again. And once again, like CC said, it's going to be every year from now on. So it's going to build and build and build so that more underprivileged kids and families can have a Christmas feed, as we call it over here, a big feed, and get a present for the kids. So awesome. All right, guys. Well, I really appreciate you coming in and sharing this, and we'll get it out there to the networks that Warren and I were talking about, and CC, I'm sure you're out there spreading the word every day over in the Philippines. So well done, and congratulations again on starting this off and growing it to where it's got to now. Let's hope we can grow it even further.
Appreciate your time, Salman, and putting this together.
All the kind words, and thank you again for doing this.
No problem. All right, guys. Well, we'll check out. We'll check out from the Thunderdome. You've been watching the Thunder from Down Under. Remember, 5millionsmiles.com. get there, do whatever you can do, and not only put a smile on everyone else's face, put a smile on your own face for just giving, that joy of giving. So well done, guys. We'll check out now from the Thunderdome, and thanks to CECE and Warren C for coming on and sharing this this blessing with us. So all right,
Thanks,
guys, we'll see you on the inside.